Hi Aries, my name's Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul and this is your reading. So let's have a look. I've already pulled some oracle cards just to save some time. Now we're going to have a look at the main reading cards for you. So Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising for the highest good of all. And North Node please. Sun, Moon, Rising and North Node. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Between the two. There we go. Four of Pentacles. So, holding on to something, holding a boundary, making something stable, secure. King of Wands. Now, he's looking into the past at someone's actions, possibly. We also have the Devil card in reverse. So, letting go of something that's quite controlling, or starting to become quite toxic, I'm feeling. The issue is the High Priestess in reverse. This can be about betrayal by a woman. It can be about secrets coming out. We have the Five of Wands as you now, which is releasing obstacles, challenges. Distracting you, we have the Three of Swords. Some kind of emotional, mental heartbreak. Could be information. Helping you is the Page of Cups, which is a new offer or some kind of apology coming in perhaps. New focus, Ten of Wands. How are we going to make this work? Two of Swords, we're not really sure. We're caught between two things or two ideas, needing to make a decision. And then the Wheel of Fortune. This is sudden changes, massive changes. So underneath the deck, we have the Magician. You're needing to take control this month, Aries. You're needing to have that confidence. You're needing to maybe speak your mind, yeah? Underneath that, we have the Ace of Cups. So it could be about a love offer, perhaps, or it could be about how to deepen a relationship or an emotional kind of connection. You may have to walk away from this, yeah? And it may be to kind of set a boundary here, because some of your oracle cards here, yeah. Now, we have, funny thing is, distracting you is this broken heart, and here we have the Three of Swords, and then here we have the broken heart. So this is basically the same thing. There could be an ending to a situation or a relationship, but I feel, however, it may be quite temporary depending on the other person's actions regarding this. There's something to do as well with needing to have patience here, because out of the energy oracle here, we've got patience in reverse. That's 16. So that's 7. There's some kind of test or challenge to do with an ending. Now, it may mean that you have to have patience and this thing comes back around, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which means that what is destined for you will be fated. We also have cycles here, and we have yes. So I feel like you're needing to break some kind of cycle, yeah, in order to move forward, in order to get what it is that you want, yeah? Now, it can also be here, but you're needing to do it in such a way, right, that it brings about peace here. Because we do have bring peace and see yourself change. So as you go through the changes, this is your meditation. So as you go through the changes, yeah, it's talking about allowing yourself to be at peace with the changes that are happening, yeah. But it could also be about where you maybe normally have this Aries energy of rushing forward. Maybe you need to kind of communicate your will here. Communicate your I am. Like, state something very clearly, very calmly. Yeah, because he does represent Gemini and Mercury. So it's taking something out of your mind and stating it very clearly to somebody, I'm getting here. And then kind of setting your boundaries. Because as you see here, this Devil, this King of Wands here, Aries Leo or Sagittarius, or somebody with this fire energy. It's somebody who's determined to face something, determined to conquer something. They're turning their back on something. They're also very good at burning bridges, the King of Wands. Now, it may mean that you have to turn your back on something. Now here as well, I'm getting that maybe somebody's behavior is being a bit irresponsible. So you're turning your back on that action, or you're like, I'm not going to talk to you until you do the right thing, kind of thing. It does have that kind of energy, and it's to do with this heartbreak here. Or now the thing that I'm feeling is this heartbreak recent, or is this past energy? Yeah, because here you're releasing some kind of obstacles here as well. It may be that you're deciding not to fight. Yeah, maybe that you're deciding not to take part in some kind of competition, perhaps. Maybe some kind of information comes out and you're like, look, I'm not taking part in this competition, it's all too much. But we have sudden changes where I feel like things go back around. It all comes back around, but although it does get very heavy first, mentally and physically. Yeah, but it's in order to create this stability. I feel like your first action is in order to create that stability. Now you've also got the ever unfolding rose, yeah, which is saying cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So it's about not taking something personally, being the peace in that situation, not taking something personally, and not over kind of thinking a situation, not trying to enforce your will. You may have to turn your back on what you don't like as opposed to trying to fight it, perhaps. Yeah. So now we have, moving forward, what's helping you is this Page of Cups. This could be some kind of apology, could be some kind of small gift, an invitation perhaps, an emotional message, some kind of reaching out in terms of love. And I feel like because they're looking at this Three of Swords here, they feel a little bit responsible for something here as well. It could also be you needing to apologize if you have had this outburst. Yeah. I also get this feeling as well that, oh yeah, here we do have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So you're needing, in terms of your romance oracle, you're being asked to retreat. You also got the card of meditation. Okay? So you're being asked to kind of pull back your energy and maybe watch, or maybe still your mind from what's happening around you and realize that this is all kind of fated. Because not only do you have the Wheel of Fortune as your last card, you also have the Fates, which is talking about things happening in divine timing, not trying to push things, very karmic times. But it also, with that 12 there, 17, sorry, is talking about hope and faith. Yeah, things are going to change. If you felt like the wheel was going badly for you, it will change. Remember, you also have this cycles and yes, saying that things are going in your favor in that situation. You also have the card of blessed. Yeah, so I feel like things turn around for you. Although, yeah, you do have to listen, it says here. It says to listen, that is your spiritual advice. And it says you have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not just to what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. Right. So that comes also from that stillness. That comes also from this person. I feel like when they do come forward, that is where you're being called to listen. Yeah, because they may be coming forward and I don't feel like they want to fight. They may even tell you about some kind of deception. Yeah, maybe somebody was jealous, maybe someone was envious, they was trying to mix things up in a situation, because we do have deception by a woman with the High Priestess there in reverse. Somebody also not following their intuition. Yeah, they may have said something that was just, oh, I didn't realise what I said. I didn't really realise what was happening. I wasn't aware of what was going on. because it could be lack of intuition, lack of following that intuition. And that would also account for the fact that they don't really want to fight, but there was some confusion or some kind of obstacle. Yeah? So, yes, we have that Wheel of Fortune moving forward, but I do feel like with that Wheel of Fortune, it is chaos before it becomes balance. And it's about finding the middle ground in that situation, finding the balance in there between pulling back your energy this month in order to bring peace, and having that patience to pull back. Yeah, not trying to go before it's time, making sure you're retreating, listening and meditating for when the right time for movement is, because you do have boundaries here. It says, where do you need to establish better boundaries, Aries? So also, as your last card, you have detached from drama, Palais Athena. She's asking you to detach yourself from the drama in order to have the best outcome in this situation. Now, I'm going to clarify some of these cards here. So this Devil situation that you're moving away from, or you're turning your back on, I feel, for a period. Let's have a look at what that could be. Yeah, because you're being called to have patience. It's almost like the divine is working in the background and you need to just chill. I do feel like it's almost like, I also feel as though there's some kind of energy where somebody can be a little bit insecure, a little bit possessive or jealous with the Devil card. Maybe you're trying to rein that in. Knave of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it could be that somebody's kind of had a little outburst, had a tantrum. Maybe somebody's walked away from them. So they've decided to have a little tantrum. Could be abandonment issues with the Knave of Wands in reverse as well. Some kind of fight or flight reaction I'm feeling. Eight of Pentacles. So the way you can work on this together may be to pull back your energy until they work on themselves. Because here we have 3 different people working on different parts of this situation. So it's like you've got your part to play in the situation, they've got their part to play, and not kind of crossing those boundaries perhaps. Okay, so this 3 of Swords that's distracting you, let's have a look at that. The World card. There's some kind of completion, some kind of ending, some kind of cycle that is ending. You did have the card of cycles. So it's like it's almost like there was one last test, or a conversation that needed to be had before you could complete this cycle. Or because I feel like somebody may have overreacted, then somebody else was trying to complete the cycle, somebody else said something, but I feel like there's a way to fix it in the end. It comes back around full circle with the World card as well. There is a victory there. So the 3 of Cups, there could be a third party interference, but I also see it as some kind of celebration in the end, where maybe you come out and you announce, this is who we're with. Like, we're having a celebration for that fact, or we're having a celebration that we're back together, or some kind of engagement, new relationship kind of being brought out into the open, I'm getting for some of you, or like we're back together again. 4 of Cups, yes, because I feel like you rejected somebody. Somebody rejected someone and wasn't following their intuition there. Let's get one more for that. The Hanged Man, yeah. They felt like people were laughing at them, or somebody felt like they got rejected. It could be this third party that was causing trouble or wanted somebody to reject somebody and kind of laugh at them, so to speak, make them like a laughing stock. But I feel like somebody comes forward and they're like, I'm sorry, I didn't know what was going on. I was kind of caught between two things here. I had a lot on my plate. I didn't see what was going on. I couldn't see past what I had in my arms, so to speak. Let's get some clarification moving forward. Four of Wands. This is about that reunion. This is about that celebration being taken to the next stage now. Possibly marriage, possibly coming together, moving home together, something along that nature. And somebody's drawn a line, and I feel like it's because somebody drew a line, but they had to say no to something first, some type of behavior perhaps first. Let's have a look at that page coming in, and then we'll close up the reading. Two of Swords. You're not sure, but remember to follow your intuition. You may not be sure about this person coming towards you. Or maybe you can't see that this person's coming towards you because you feel like there's a stalemate, or it's hard, nobody knows which one to come forward. Yeah, you're finding it hard to communicate with the other person at the moment. There may be difficulties around communication. Okay, one more. Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you walk away and you stay away. Because there is this no, but yet we have the wedding card there. For others of you, I feel like the relationship goes to a deeper level. You do have the card of Blessed, which is 22 as well, which is talking about twin flames, and the Chariot. I feel like you have to get over something first in order to move forward together. And for some of you, I think you'll find it hard to do that, but for others of you, I think like you get over something and realise it was all part of, there was a reason for it, the way it happened and how it happened. So, I really do hope this has helped. Take care, stay blessed. If you like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions.